Hey, what's going on Facebook, YouTube, internet world? It's your boy Dwayne Davis, and I'm coming at you back again to, give you more encouragement to invest and to check up on everybody, make sure that they're investing in the right things, and to give more understanding to the basic knowledge of finances. All right. Right now I'm trying to make sure that the general public have a basic understanding on what money is, what real money is, and what money is not, and what's always going to be money, right? Trust me, it'll make sense by the end of this video. Last time I was with you guys, I was talking about investing in silver, right? Investing in one of these silver bullions, 1 ounce from Bullion Direct, right? And I told you guys at the time that it was around $28, $30 an ounce. That was in, I think it was probably February, late January. If you've been watching the news or you've been checking up on it, you see that one of these, right? You see that it's costing closer to $50 an ounce. And the year's just getting started. We're not even halfway there yet. And these people out here making videos on YouTube and that's trying to warn you guys about the collapse of a dollar, they're not doing it for their own health. They're not just trying to spread bad news and to, propaganda and all that stuff. Like, they're telling you the truth, man. Like, this is really going on. The dollar really is not holding any value anymore. But before we get into what you should invest in, let me break down to the simplest form what money is and what money has been for the past thousands of years. Okay? We'll start with our own country. Our currency so far is the dollar, right? A little piece of paper that we're used to. And then we have our change. We have our quarters, our nickels, our pennies, our dimes. We used to have half dollars, all that good stuff. Okay, now what do you think this stuff represented? Back in the day when they first came out, pennies were actual pieces of copper. Okay? Up until 1982, pennies were made out of real copper. Right? Dimes, quarters, half dollars were made out of silver. A certain percentage of silver. Nickels. Nickels were made out of actual nickel. These are pieces of metal. Precious metals and certain base metals always had value. You can look back into ancient Roman history and even in the Bible when you read it, you'll hear them talking about silver shekels, bronze, all that stuff used for money. Precious metals always equaled money. What do you think this is? This is not actual money. This represents money, right? This banknote, when they first started using this fiat currency, the banknote represented that you had a certain amount of gold stashed up somewhere. So this is basically like a receipt. This is a receipt saying, hey, I don't have the gold on me, but this shows that I do own some gold. So I could still trade with you. But let me ask you a question. What happens when this is no longer backed up by gold? And that's been the problem since the 70s. So we've been having so far we've been having countries such as China, India, and other countries buy our U.S. treasuries and to buy our bonds. So they were loaning us money. Our money was backed up by their money. If that makes sense to you. But what's making it dangerous now is that now China and other countries don't want to finance or buy treasury bonds anymore because they see that we can't pay them back. We keep on printing money, having these stimulus packages, spending money on war, just printing money, and we're showing no signs of paying it back with real money. So other countries, it's like a bank. If you was to go to a bank and ask for loans and car loans and house loans and this loans and you can't pay them back, after a while the bank's going to stop loaning you money, right? That's what's happening to America. America is bankrupt. America's bankrupt. We just sold, it was about, not just sold, but probably about a month ago, we sold the New York Stock Exchange. The stock market got sold to Germany, man. Like, this stuff is going down for real. So China's trying to make their currency the new world reserve. You know, even the IMF said within the next 5 years, China's currency will probably be the #1 currency in the world. So what's happening right now is an economic shift. And it could be good news or it could be bad news. For most people, it's going to be bad news. But if you prepare, and you know what's going to happen, and you know your ears are out there, then you know you can make this. You know, the shift won't be so bad for you. And you know, to make it common sense, you always got to go back to what money is. So if they ever bring in a new fiat currency, and all fiat currency means is paper currency, you know, dollar bills. So if they say, yo, we're using the Chinese yuan now, all fiat currencies are backed up by some kind of precious metals, or once were backed up by precious metals. So, you know, if you don't have enough money to buy silver, you know, there's always copper. Copper has always been used for money. And you know, you could get copper coins like this right here. Yeah, they sell copper ounces too. You know, I got the copper,